Hello everyone, you're watching News and Breaking news on Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma will be coming to Delhi tomorrow and he will be meeting Home Minister Amit Shah. Meanwhile, the Assam Cabinet has approved a CBI investigation and has ordered incident report for the border forest areas. Kamalika Sen Gupta is getting us all these details. Kamalika, over to you. The Chief Minister of Assam is already in Delhi, Himanta Biswa Sarma. Is there a meeting likely between him and Conrad Sangma when Conrad comes to Delhi?
It's the that but now from our sources and the Chief Minister of Meghalaya Sangma himself Delhi at 5 p.m. tomorrow, 8 p.m. supposed to meet. Now when he will be meeting Ministry, since as you also pointed out, Hemant Sharma is also in Delhi, so it might happen that there might be also another meeting with Hemant Sharma, because one thing is very clear: both of the states now really want to escalate down the tension that just took place 48 hours back. Both of the states are really trying hard so that the situation there is controlled. Let me tell you, last 24 hours till now, no violence has taken place. There is an uncontained situation, and 144 there. Internet has been so. This, which is very positive. Both of the states, they are trying to de-escalate the situation. But on the other hand, since it was around timber smuggling, of Northeast region, definitely both of them are getting it from
we have seen two different statements as far as the two chief ministers are concerned. Here is Himanta Biswa Sarma clearly saying that this has to do, this is not border issue between the two states, trying to de-escalate it. On the other hand, the statement from the Chief Minister is of nature. Is this kind of politics between two states as well?
Obviously, next year it's Meghalay's election.
Yes.
You know that NPP always goes fights alone in election. That's what they have been doing it in Manipur. Even they are part of NDA. So that is an election issue. That and immediately the reaction for yesterday he said that they fired. So that was the first statement which which scaled the thing. But yes, both parties related, but there can be an underlying link to it. It's going to hold.
All right. Thank you so much for those details there, Kamalika Sen Gupta joining us. Shifting focus to our top debate this evening, the Aam Aadmi Party has a new view of jailed Delhi Minister emerged. In the latest video, Satyendra Jain can be seen eating food from outside, which is being delivered by an attendant. Armed with this latest video, the BJP has accused the Aam Aadmi Party of treating Jain to a vacation in prison. Earlier, it was claimed by Satyendra Jain's lawyer that he lost around 28 kgs in prison as he was being denied proper food. But now, Jain's lawyers have moved a fresh application seeking a court order to ban the circulation of the videos. After first claiming that Jain was being mistreated, the Aam Aadmi Party is now sticking to the BJP conspiracy defense, with Satyendra Jain's lawyers calling the videos doctored. In fact, the Aam Aadmi Party cancelled a scheduled press conference today, and now we are getting radio silence from the party. The question remains, have the defences fallen flat?
The Jain takeover seems to be getting heated every day. The Aam Aadmi Party now seems to be on the foot. Every minute, a luxury video come out. In the latest videos, Jain seems to be enjoying his choice in his cell in Tihar jail. Jain is seen eating salads and fruit. The video also showcases a man who is constantly at his service. This comes at a time when he has moved the court complaining about how he has not been given food as per his religious beliefs. His counsel now even asking for a restraining order on these tapes being made public. The massage tapes were out, and now Khazana tapes. BJP has all
which we have received today, he acts as if it's not a jail, it's a luxury resort, and Mr. Satyendra is on a holiday.
Congress too echoing BJP attacking Arvind Kejriwal, claiming that security has been compromised.
तो ये जेल नहीं है, ये अरविंद केजरीवाल ने अपने खास जेल मंत्री के लिए वहां पर एक वीवीआईपी व्यवस्था की है ताकि वो जेल का जो अंदर चल रहा है उसको देख रेख कर सके.
ऐसा सारी फैसिलिटीज आपको मिलती हैं.
Arvind Kejriwal's former colleague Kiran Bedi too did not hold back. Taking a jibe at the Delhi government, she demanded Satyendra Jain's resignation as a minister.
वो कैसे एक्शन लेंगे क्योंकि उनका मंत्री खुद जेल में है. कौन एक्शन लेगा? हाउ कैन यू हैव अ प्रिजन मिनिस्टर violating prison rules while being in the prison?
The Aam Aadmi Party has, however, linked this whole drama to the MCD elections. Aam Aadmi Party believes
कोई डिफेंसिव नहीं है. इसको कूड़े ढेर में बदल डाली है.
13 October 1st to October 3rd. Now earlier this week, videos of the Jain getting body massage from an inmate were also leaked. The Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi has still not sacked Jain. The big question now is, can AAP defend these Jains? And if yes,
Overview of how the Aam Aadmi Party's stand continues to change when it comes to fighting this case. When this whole setup started, Satyendra Jain was arrested on money laundering charges. Arvind Kejriwal called him a kattar imandar. But now the visuals reveal jail is life inside. When the floor erupted over his session, the Aam Aadmi Party said it was a physiotherapy session, accusing the BJP of targeting Jain over his health. However, it turns out the man doing massage is a rape accused, charged for sexually assaulting his own daughter. Then the case moved to the courts, where Satyendra Jain's lawyer argued that he is being starved in prison and not being given the right food, which has caused him to lose weight. However, the new video shows he is getting food from outside. Jain argued when the Aam Aadmi Party leader has access to television, mineral water, personal masseur, and can hold meetings also inside. Now, say doctor. So far, we have no official response from the Tihar jail authorities. The court issued a notice to them today and will take up the matter tomorrow. The question emerges, have these facilities been legally sanctioned? Most importantly, why has the Aam Aadmi Party camp consistently changed its story, with Jain's lawyers now claiming that the videos have been doctored? and the party choosing radio silence when it comes to addressing this issue. The Aam Aadmi Party, in fact, refused to come on discussions. And let me bring in the guests who are present in the debate tonight. R.P. Singh, national spokesperson of the BJP, is joining me. Harishankar, former spokesperson of the CC, former advisor of J. Ashwini is an advocate. I'm going to begin with R.P. Singh. R.P. Singh, you have filed a police complaint against Satyendra Jain and Arvind Kejriwal. Delhi police comes under centre's jurisdiction. Beyond the word of press conferences, when can we expect some action?
My concern is bigger than the massage and the food or the five-star food or the best food he's getting served. You remember in your childhood, we used to say, नानी घर जाएंगे, मालपुए खाएंगे, मोटे होके आएंगे, जेल में जाएंगे, आएंगे, मोटे होकर आएंगे.
कि अपनी
वो अपने बड़ी कोशिश करें कि छूट जाएं, 5-6 हो गए जेल से निकलने हैं, तो मौका नहीं मिल रहा, बेल मिल नहीं रही. परंतु ऑन ए सीरियस नोट, मारिया, इट्स अ वेरी सीरियस इशू.
Yes.
He is leading a president. He can be served food of his choice. People can come and massage him, or request can massage him, or he can conduct a small business conference in the jail with his 4 partners or colleagues or whatever. Like, he can conduct that. Imagine there are criminals, there are gangsters, there are hardcore terrorists in the jail, same jail. I mean, tomorrow the police can oblige them also.
Yes, so this is blatant misuse of power, clearly. Ashwini Dubey, take us through the legality surrounding this. Are the extension of any such facilities legal?
Thank you, Maria ji, for having me here. Maria ji, fundamental rights, the core of human rights in India. The basic right of the citizens, respective of a trial prisoner or a civil prisoner or any other prisoner.
Massage comes under fundamental right.
A normal citizen. Now, allow me to complete. So, when right to health is one of the fundamental rights guaranteed under the Constitution, and when it is given to the person and it finds place in the Prisons Act, and if it is approved by the court of law, then there is no problem. Point 1. Point 2, if we see the Delhi Prisons Act 2035 read, find that the right to get the proper treatment is also one of the fundamental rights. Now you raise another question. The Prisons Act, and to have the food from outside, the Prisons Act applies to all the prisoners, including under trial prisoners. That is, criminal prisoner who is committed to jail custody under the orders of the court, and provisions of the Prison Act rules made thereunder shall be applied. So under trial prisoners are entitled to have the facility of private tiffins and the food from the private sources. Though those meals have to be taken according to the rules and regulations of the prison in which the prisoner is committed, and therefore there is no substance in these kind of our meals. If it is approved by the DG jail, if it is approved
so
by
the question
court,
is, has this been approved by the court or has this not been approved by the court? Professor Muni, here is something that is being done by the Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party is constantly changing its defense. First, they say that he's suffering from some health condition and that is the reason why this massage is needed. Then they say that he has lost weight. Then the details that are emerging from Tihar jail is that he's getting private food. I'm trying to understand, is the Aam Aadmi Party failing to put its story straight? Because you realize that there is no straight story here.
No, Maria, there is a story, and let me put the thing straight. And first and foremost, let's talk about food video. So let's, as per the court order, special court order, they have said that the court has said that Mr. Satendra Jain should get proper food in jail, and the jail authority should ensure it that proper food as per his religious consideration will be given to Mr. Satendra Jain. The court says that we are like. Second point, as the article about non-convicted criminal, and in this case, Satendra Jain is non-convicted criminal, so the rules are followed. Third, these videos are not leaked by ED, as ED says in the court. So the veracity of videos are questionable.
Okay.
So
RP Singh
I
will
think
respond.
we
RP
should
Singh?
go to the court and verify
RP Singh, so
maybe through
the food
ED
that is being supplied to
point.
Satendra Jain, as per the analyst here, who is Aam Aadmi Party sympathizer and also the lawyer on the panel, is legal.
No, it's okay. I acknowledge that.
There is a.
But my point is
One
that
moment,
can
RP
I
Singh,
complete
RP
it?
Singh, yes.
Can I?
Ha, ha,
Thank you.
ha, ha.
There are five physiotherapists in jail, authorized physiotherapists in jail number 3, where people get treated. It's not that they get therapists to do massage. There's a difference between a therapist who is authorized, a doctor therapist who are in jail. There are 5 special rules for them in the jail. It's not being done there. And again, I give another point here. This prescription is of 21st September and the video is of 13th September. So was this was done before the prescription? How did the therapist, so-called massage / therapist, started working before even the prescription? So this is all being done taking advantage of being a jail minister and enjoying every facility which comes. Can I complete?
Yes,
sir?
please, go ahead. Ha.
So and then he is enjoying all the facilities of a farmhouse or honey house in jail. So my the same point. Tomorrow's activity can be misused by criminals, hardcore criminals like militants or by gangsters, and they can misuse it to any extent because the precedent has been laid. And this is what happened in Sukesh Kumar case also, where again jail comes under Sukesh Kumar also misused the facility or the system advantage and then ran a complete racket or business from inside.
No, but this VIP culture, this is a VIP culture that is happening inside one of the jails of India, which is supposed to be high security jail, where the most hardened criminals are there. And if this kind of facilities are being provided, if a physiotherapist is in fact a rapist, then there are concerns that will be raised, and Aam Aadmi Party has to explain about this misuse of power, particularly because he is also a minister. But before I go back to... No, Professor Muni, one moment. We also have Mr. Hari Shankar Gupta. Hari Shankar ji, बोलिए.
मारिया जी देखिए, केजरीवाल जैसा आदमी जब से राजनीति के अंदर आए हैं वो किसी कानून को नहीं मानते, वो संविधान को नहीं मानते, कानून को नहीं मानते। वो जो उन्होंने कहा वही सही है और वही कानून बनाया जाता है, अपने हिसाब से ही चलते हैं वो लोग। और जहां तक जेल की बात है, जेल का जो करप्शन है दुनिया से छुपा हुआ नहीं है। जेल में जो हार्ड क्रिमिनल्स हैं वो लोग भी मनी की फैसिलिटीज वहां पर इकट्ठा कर लेते हैं। मनी प्लेज द इम्पोर्टेंट रोल, मनी प्लेज द इम्पोर्टेंट फ्रॉम आप के मंत्री हैं, फैसिलिटीज अगर दे दी गई हैं तो उस समय आश्चर्य की बात नहीं है। जेल इस काम के लिए नटोरियस है, वो इस काम के लिए जाना जाता है। कितने ही क्रिमिनल्स ऐसे हैं जो अपनी मर्जी का राज चलाते हैं वहां पर, अपनी मर्जी का रहते हैं, अपनी मर्जी का कहते हैं। मैं यहाँ पर एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ, 6 महीना से सतेंद्र जैन जेल के अंदर है, आरपी सिंह भी यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं। भाई उनको या तो इधर यू हैंग हिम और फ्री हिम। 6 महीना तक ये तमाशा बना हुआ है।
नहीं, ये कौन सा लॉजिक है हैंग हिम? मतलब नहीं, आई मीन there is a rule of law in this country. He cannot be hanged only because you are making that statement politically. कोर्ट डिसाइड करेगा,
कोर्ट विल डिसाइड दैट।
अगर बेल अगर नहीं दे रहा है कोर्ट तो ये क्या कर सकते हैं? और हैंग करने की बात कहां से हो गई? ही इज नॉट अ कॉन्विक्ट एंड देयर इज नो मर्डर सेंटेंस हियर और देयर इज नो लाइफ सेंटेंस दैट हैज बीन गिवन।
अरे केस को
नहीं आप ये पॉलिटिकल स्टेटमेंट के कुछ एक लिमिट्स होती हैं हरिशंकर गुप्ता जी, मतलब कुछ भी बोलने के लिए आदमी नहीं बोल देगा ना। फिर वीआईपी की बात हो रही है यहाँ पर, और नहीं, स्वीपिंग चेंजेस की जो जरूरत है, सब पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को एक्शन लेने की जरूरत है। सवाल है कि कोई एक्शन लिया जाएगा या नहीं। एंड आई कैन सी Sunil Gupta also joining me. Sunil Gupta, here is a video a day that has started emerging from Satyendra Jain's cell, in which he is being seen enjoying all kind of VIP privileges. VIP treatment in prison has been a feature of politics for decades.
Yeah.
Do you expect any party to take sweeping action? And what will happen after this video?
You see that if the video of Mr. Satyendra Jain is blatantly illegal to have food from the outside and eating in the cell. Basically, if the food has been prescribed, a particular food has been prescribed by the medical office, provide that food. He cannot allow the food from outside to come in the cell of a prisoner. This is blatantly illegal. You can see that he is using this pillow, this and this not to the other prisoner. This is provided to the Mr. Jain only, and this itself is a big VIP treatment.
Okay, and the massage?
Yeah. And massage, this is a big illegality committed by the prison administration. I think for that, the superintendent jail has already been transferred.
And when the Aam Aadmi Party claims that Jain was receiving physiotherapy following a spinal injury, what does that mean?
No, they were not. You can see that they are massaging Mr. Jain. They are applying the oil. In the physiotherapy, they never apply the oil, and this is generally done in the physiotherapy ward of the jail. In the at the heart, we are having a big hospital in jail number 3, where physiotherapy equipment are kept. And in the dispensary, we are having physiotherapy arrangement, where the physiotherapists are regularly visiting the jail. You can't say that.
Mr. Gupta, so are these cameras inside all VIP cells?
In the but these cells, these cameras are not there. But in some cells, these cameras are there, where the activities of the prisoners are kept under surveillance.
First illegality is there is no comfort, a bed, a pie that is provided. You have to sleep in this. There is illegality. So there is a gadda which is there, a mattress. There is physiotherapy unit outside, and he is being given a massage inside the jail.
Yes.
So that is illegal. The physiotherapist is a rapist. That is again, that movement should not have been allowed.
Basically, this I want to clear.
Yes.
When some prisoner he want to give the service to any other, that we just his qualification. Suppose some Pakso under he is good in giving massage, we will see his crime.
No, but Mr.
Sunil
Gupta, how is that even allowed? How a government of allowed inside a jail?
Done by the superintendent. For that, he has been punished. He has been transferred.
The food that you are saying is to be provided by jail superintendent and is not allowed out. So you cannot order it on Swiggy or Zomato.
No, you can't allow this from Civic.
So, okay.
This has to be provided by the jail
Professor
superintendent.
Muni, here is someone who understands Tihar jail
from his own kitchen.
And the jail manual. So it has to be provided from the kitchen, not outside food. So everything that is being done here is illegal and blatant misuse of power. Go ahead, Professor Muni.
Yes.
No, one thing. By this has been not verified by the court. The in the no, don't verify this video. Doctor first. Point is that I agree with my fellow journalist, but there is Article 31 of the jail prison manual which says that a non-convicted criminals can get outside food, and in this particular case, the court has said today that he has to get as per the jail food. You know, fruits, vegetables, he has to get it.
Okay.
It is not the regular food. And fourth thing,
This has
is
been
that,
replaced.
you
This
say
has
that
been
you know he's having a treatment. Nerve pinched, backbone hurt, disc damaged, 2 surgeries after getting to jail, lost 28 kgs, and you are saying that you are having a VIP treatment. How can you say that? Now, my
No, but he
point
can
is
go to the
that,
physiotherapy center inside the jail and not call a masseur to his cell. Yes, RP Singh.
Well, being spread, we lost, gained almost 8 kg. They can keep doing this, but food again.
From where you know that?
The person, as the advisor was saying, they interrupted you. They interrupted you.
You should.
They interrupted you. They interrupted you.
Yes,
Where did you get the 28 kg weight loss?
RP Singh.
Actually incorrect.
नहीं, अगर सवाल ये है कि अगर केजी बोल रहे हैं आप verification of both.
Verification is in the court of law. I would RPC that how the ED counsel that kg fundamental.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. But again,
Okay,
it
let him
has been filed by
speak
your
now.
counsel, not verified. Thank you. It has not been verified by the jail authority that he has lost 28 kg. It has just been filed by your counsel, and whatever your counsel would have been filed as per the order of the client, and it's not necessary that he's speaking truth.
Okay.
He's in jail because he's a scamster. He's under for that reason. But coming to the point, Maria, Maria, issue is that Maria, the question is still the same. That the food even has to be supplied by the jail authorities only. It's not that it can be served from home. There's no provision for food being served from home in the jail. Otherwise, in jail, he can go to 5-star hotel, and you can turn that into a jail. But that 5-star hotel can be said that it is now a new jail.
Yes, so
But that's
time
not
has
issue.
come
Issue
now
is-
for
again,
Tihar
it is the same
jail
point.
to issue a formal statement. No. Just enough time for Ashwin Dubey and Sunil Gupta.
Thank you.
Sunil Gupta,
Yeah.
you know, do you think Tihar must issue a statement? Because everything that is happening here is illegal.
Yes, they must issue the statement and should clarify every issue. Basically, when I am coming on the TV, ex their spokesperson, I am coming on TV to clarify the matter. Should issue the statement so that everything is set, the speculation is set.
Okay. Ashwin Dubey, how do you see this, running out legally?
My point is purely legal, Maharaj. The Supreme Court bench led by Justice Bhagwati said that under trial prisoners are entitled to have the facility of private tiffins and food from private sources. However, these meals have to be taken according to the rules and regulations of the prison in which the prisoner is committed, and therefore there is no substance in these kind of arguments that he cannot have the outside food. But only thing is, DG jail in Delhi, IG jail in outside Delhi are entitled to treat.
All right.
Point two, there is one Kiran Bedi.
Food is not allowed.
All right. RP Singh, Harishankar Gupta, Professor Akashdeep Muni, Sunil Gupta and Ashwini Dubey, thank you so much for joining us. Let's see what really emerges tomorrow. It's almost clearly a video a day that's emerging from the Tihar jail sources. Shifting focus to our second story. In what really is a fresh development in the Shraddha murder case. News 18 has Shraddha threatened to kill her and chop her into pieces, even saying that his parents were aware of that news. However, the complaint was later withdrawn by Shraddha. Complaint is from year 2020 and she stayed with him till he killed her in May 2022. While Shraddha was estranged from her family in the weeks leading up to the murder, chats revealed the red flags that were raised with her friends and colleagues. Delhi police teams continue to map the entire crime, taking statements from friends and family. They have recorded the statements of Aftab family in Mumbai as well as common friends. Meanwhile, the cops are yet to conduct a lie detector and a narco test. So far, the police only have a confession and there is no concrete evidence to tie Aftab to the crime. However, this letter now shows the years of abuse Shraddha faced in this toxic relationship and the alarms that were consistently raised. The big question that emerges is, could she have been saved? Did our society fail a young girl?
The group of Awal has shocked the nation. Best word, more details are now emerging. A newly surfaced letter by Shraddha was addressed to the police in 2020. It reveals Aftab's violent behavior and attempts to kill her. She has spent her experience of being suffocated, scared, blackmailed and threatened. But later, the complaint and the letter was withdrawn. Meanwhile, the Delhi police is spinning all their hopes on a polygraph and narco test, especially after recording frequent inconsistencies in Aftab's statements. The court has extended police custody for a third time to help the investigation. So far, Aftab has confessed to have killed due to a bit of rape and provocation, though the confession to the police is not admissible. FPC of DNA. Police is statements of parents, Shraddha's doctors, parents, friends, and colleagues. While time is running out for the police to build an airtight case, it has sparked discussions on the nature of intimate partner violence and how they can be avoided. Most of these conversations revolve around one piece of advice to the victims: walk out. But is it really that easy to walk out from an abusive relationship?
Now let's take you through the shocking revelations from this complaint from 2020, which was filed by Shraddha Walker. Shraddha says, number one, he tried to kill me by suffocating me. She goes on to say in that letter, it's a handwritten letter, that scares and blackmails me. Shraddha has also said in the letter, which was way back in 2020, remember, she was killed in May 2022, in that gap of 2 years. The kind of horror she may have been subjected to. She see this thing? Did she see her own death coming? Shraddha goes on to say that it's been 6 months since he has been beating me. Remember, their relationship started only in 2019 and soon it became so abusive and violent. Shraddha also says his parents are aware that he tried to kill me. So what did the parents do? Did nothing. What did her friends do? Did nothing. Shraddha says any physical damage could be considered coming from him. This is a letter which is being used as a strong piece of evidence by the investigating agencies. More breaking news coming in now. And CNN News 18 has now accessed Shraddha's letter withdrawing her complaint against Aftab. In a statement to the Maharashtra police, she said that Aftab's parents resolved the matter. Her complaint letter is dated November 2020. The withdrawal happened just a month later in December 2020. So what happened after this complaint was withdrawn? Vinaya Deshpande is joining me on the phone line. Vinaya, why did she say that it was all resolved? What did the police do after she withdrew the complaint?
The police, because after she approached Turin's police station within a month after she had filed the complaint, she said that Aftab's parents had intervened in this matter and that they had resolved the issue that was there between the couple, and that is why she wanted to withdraw the complaint. Now, after that was done, it clearly indicates that Aftab's parents were not just in the know of the abuse that Shraddha was, facing, but also that it is likely that they must have pressurized her to withdraw that police complaint. On the part of the police, they they say that just they had written down the complaint that she had made in November 20, after she reviewed the complaint in December 2020, there was precious little that was done thereafter because the complaint had withdrawn the complaint. The copy of the this like the written the statement was read to her and she signed on thereafter.
Vinesh Pandey, appreciate time. So she says, he'll kill me, he's threatening me, and he'll chop me into pieces. Did Shraddha see her own death coming? Let me take that question. Dr. Sharna, Councillor, from Delhi. We also have last friend. Rajat, you have been on that Shraddha was being threatened by Aftab. There is this letter that surfaced of November 19th. Month. What happened, Rajat?
I think the first thing that I had mentioned, and I have been mentioning from the earlier start itself, that Aftab was too smart. He had already made sure that Shraddha gets disconnected from all her friends, be it school friends, college friends, vicinity friends, also her family. Shraddha was only connected to Aftab and
His
Aftab's
family. Yes.
Now here comes the question that what Aftab's parents, they did. And now, you see that Karan and Godwin, they came up and they were the colleagues of Shraddha because, as I said, all the college friends were connected to her only till 2019 and she herself came up to one of our college friends, her then female best friend, to show marks on her back. It was when she also the but then she after he says that you come back home or else I'll commit a suicide and I will held you and your family responsible, and then she comes back home withdrawing the complaint. Now you see that the friends had then tried their level best. However, I wasn't in touch. I was only in touch till 2019, as I had told you. Later when she was found lost, then all the friends, the ones closer till out of the circle, they got contact and things were to us. But sadly, I had made sure that all are in touch.
Yes. Rao, there is that Shraddha is being used by their son. They try to resolve it, but instead, nothing really happens because he continues to abuse her. She says that in that letter that she knew that he will kill her, stop her. Those are the details that have emerged from that letter. What kind of evidence will it serve for the Delhi police?
Yes, this letter show that it was a conduct of that accused, and in evidence act, Indian Evidence Act, this aspect conduct of accused is very relevant, and that will have investigation of this case. It will to a positive direction.
नहीं मुझे आपसे ये सवाल पूछना है कि ये किस तरह का एविडेंस होगा, बिकॉज दिल्ली पुलिस के पास अभी तक कोई फिजिकल एविडेंस नहीं है, और क्या ये इनफ स्ट्रॉन्ग एविडेंस होगा सर्कमस्टेंशियल? ऑलरेडी वो लेटर जो है वो 2 साल पुराना है. क्या ये इनफ है टू रीच द ट्रूथ ऑफ द केस?
No, it is not completely enough, but it will definitely supplement the circumstantial evidence. And as I said that in Indian evidence there is a provision of previous conduct of accused that is more relevant. So this letter will hint towards the conduct of women, that person that he has already attempted for this case. That's why this complaint was made against him by Shraddha. But however, that was later on taken back by her. So it drawn her complaint from the police. Maybe it may be by pressure or by threat by someone, or it was also known to parents of Amita, this Aftab.
Yes. So, Dr. Nisha Khanna, here are the parents who are in the know of everything. That their son is threatening this girl, their son is blackmailing his partner, is physically abusing her, strangulating her, using all kind of threat, trying to suffocate her. Aftab scares and blackmails me. She has said everything. So his temperament is known. Do you think it's very important now to really interrogate the parents? Their statement has been recorded, which may not be enough to reveal the truth.
Yeah, I would say definitely, because they were aware about, but I would say that I think so. They are also weak parents sometimes. Sometimes you try your best to make the other person understand that the other person is not right. You should come out of this. And maybe they were not able to get convinced her, howsoever, because they were aware about, and they were so against this relationship. This was also numerous times.
No, I'm talking about Aftab's parents. I'm talking about Aftab's parents. Yes.
So when you are talking about Aftab's parents, definitely sometimes parental support, the surrounding system, support system, actually also, because the person, if is aggressive, the surrounding support also push the person towards that. And definitely I'm finding that people are definitely 100% equally responsible in that case, because she's been chopped, and they are also disappear because they know that they were somewhere responsible behind all this. That's the one of the major thing. Another thing is that I think so he brainwashed the girl totally, and she only believed, it's like love is blind, and I would say any love which is blind is not love.
No, we can talk about love and later, but because that doesn't really help us. I'm trying to understand from you as a counselor his state of mind, and if he has shown this kind of aggressive behavior 2 years ago, was it leading to this?
So the basic, it's an abusive cycle is like this. The person starts normal calm face, and the tension starts building up, and then the violent phase comes, and after that the makeup period. Another thing he has pointed out, when the Shraddha was filing a complaint, he talked about, I will kill myself. So this is another way of emotional blackmailing. Okay. I am going to commit suicide.
Shukla,
this is also talking about how manipulative he is.
The point that you have been making on my show, and I'm going to say you certainly understand this is the best. And because they have to say, and the parents have already shared, shifted their home. So, do you see them as part of this conspiracy? Would have controlled
absolutely. That they moved out of the house, for 15 days. Me was informed that it's caught in investigations. It's been like, let's say, about a month that they had shifted. So how did they knew that Aftab had committed this crime when the whole world didn't know? So they knew, of course.
That's a valid question, actually.
And
so Rajat, the point that you're trying to make is valid. That if the parents shift their home, just a month before Aftab's arrest, this, and because they knew so of the nature of aggression and torture Aftab subjected Shraddha.
In fact, behind this, how the son is, and compelled her to stay. In the letter, it's very clearly mentioned that this somehow, convinced her. Maybe what, I don't know. The sad part is her parents were up of it. In both the letters, you can see that. In the first letter, she mentions that, by the blessings of her, Aftab's parents, they were also supposed to get married, is what is mentioned in the letter. And you see that Aftab's parents were definitely informed of, Aftab attempting to kill her. Now, the question is now to the police. Why? What did the police do in this 1 month? And how come they closed the case just by one letter?
Okay, Lalan Rao. Why was the case closed only withdrew the complaint?
No.
How that case complaint case that perhaps made up there has been a patch up, and hence they move on to another case.
Practically, in such type of cases, the police does not register an FIR. But in this case, the complaint that are made out, and the police have been sensitive in such a matter that the case should have been registered by the police and investigated. Had it been there, then I think that there would have been some pressure on Aftab's mind. And ultimately, it seems that there was some pressure on her, on Shraddha, to withdraw that complaint, maybe by pressure, maybe by threat, maybe by convincing by her friends and the parents of Aftab. So she chose to withdraw this complaint, but before it could have been, if it could have been converted into an FIR, then case would have been registered. Police also find it very convenient once the complainant is withdrawn.
Yes, it's convenient. It's convenient. You have used the right word there, Alan Rao. It's convenient for the cops to move on from one case to another, particularly when the complainant has withdrawn that case. Rajat, you know, so here is Shraddha, who is making an effort to come out of the relationship. That walk out of the relationship, that happens, the parents patch up, then a year later there is more abuse that happens, and there is a complaint that is filed. She
one thing, when it informed that he was almost attempted to be murdered. I mean, that's an offense. Aftab should have got caught by the police and jailed there and then. I mean, threatened for life and I don't know how many more charges. He should have got arrested then. And forget about other things that in 1 month. What I think they is officers.
Been taken out in of months now. Complaint saying I'm abused, blackmailed, physically assaulted. Then what did the cop do then? क्या किया उन्होंने?
I'm sure that should have, as I told you, that should have arrested that up because while dealing this inquiry, they only kept this complaint as an inquiry. They did not register, and that is the reason. Because of that, police did not take any action. Shraddha also might have thought that police will not take any action, and there is a pressure on me from all angles, or maybe some threat angle is also there. So she could have, I think so. That's why she.
Okay, I have just enough time for Dr. Nisha Khanna. Dr. Nisha Khanna.
I just want to say that with Rajat also, the shared Rajat has also not referred her that you have to go and meet any professional because you need a help of some person, neutral person who can guide you. What would be you do in the best of the situation? Because he's always talking about on the news channels. I've seen him that he's saying he was sharing his things. I think so. Through your channel, I want to tell anyone, if any person in your surroundings, if that person is going through physical violence, domestic violence, in those particular cases especially, I'm telling you that even you are a neighbor, you are a friend, you are a family, you are a family, take a stand. And I say family that being hidden, don't let your daughters stay in those marriages.
Yes,
or
I'll give the final words to Rajat. But Rajat, I'm looking at these words because she's living kill me by suffocating me, and he scares me and blackmails me that he will kill me, cut me up in pieces and throw me away. This is what really happened. It's been 6 months, he has been hitting me, but I did not have the guts to go to the police because he would threaten to kill me. This is her letter.
The last thing that informed in 2020 self is actually an action where Shraddha lost faith in police. And Aftab somehow got the courage where he thought if action would have been taken, I think we could have been today, because Aftab definitely could have, on the grounds of whatever I mentioned, maybe on I don't know what ground they shut the case is seriously questionable.
So could Shraddha have been saved? If that case, the moment she withdrew the complaint, if that case had been shut for things to normalize, there was another complaint in 2020, and what happened to that? There's a complaint in 2019, November 2020, another in 2021. Here is someone constantly asking for help, Raja.
Yeah, I think the police should have responded to it. And we friends, I mean, I have been saying this very constantly. 2019 was last when I was in touch, and the touch was actually cut by Shraddha herself.
All right.
So sadly,
Rajat, we'll
unfortunately,
continue this
we were not
conversation
in.
because there are developing story. There are several details that are emerging every passing day. Thank you so much, Ellen Rao, Khanna, Raja Shukla. Thank you so much. We are slipping into a short break. After that, get you details of the power.